Hi dear friends, good afternoon. Nice meeting you all again. So dear friends, I told you that on the fourth video I will tell you about my life story, what had happened from the time I was born till I grew big. And after that, how I reached Praveen Gosale's house and how I reached Mrs. Annette Pereira's house. It happened then like this after my mother left me in the Divine Providence convent and went, she and her brother. Then after many months, say when I was about 6 or 7 months old. That time one rich lady comes, Mr. Annette Pereira, to take me from the Divine Providence Convent for adoption. And as if she's come in the market. You know, market you go to buy things, you give the money and the things are given to you. Later I was taken by her. She has hidden many stories to the public, to her relations, to her friends, to her whole house family know who am I. But she has hidden me from the people. That crook she was. She came to the Divine Providence Convent and she's met the sisters. The sisters are asking, who are you? From where you come? She said, I'm come from Madgaon. On the paper I saw there was a ad, children for adoption. Those who don't have children, to give them, not those who have children. Because my mother specially told the sisters, don't give to a family who has children, because I will not be treated properly. Give to a family who doesn't have children at all, and will give all their love for me. This is what she saw on the paper, So the sisters are asking, why you come alone? Why you not come with your husband? So she's telling she doesn't have good contacts with her husband. And because she doesn't have children at all, her husband is troubling her, beating her every day, and ill-treating her. That's why I'm come to take a child. So the sisters felt sorry after hearing all the wrong statements what she gave. So felt so sorry for her. And just because she told that her husband is beating her, and they don't have children at all, she took me and gave me. The sisters took me and gave me in her hand. This is what had happened. Hear the story properly. And then afterwards, took me to a house. Nicely they were doing for me when I was a child, when I was a baby. And then as the days went and I started growing little bigger, age of 6 to 7 years old, then she started ill-treating me, beating me, not giving me food for so many days. I used to go to the kachara bucket and eat food. And all that kind of wrong things she was doing with me. Latterly I passed the days. Then afterwards one girl was staying with them, Corina. She also came in the age of 12. Her mother brought her and kept her there because she didn't have a husband and she was going to a very tough time. No money to take care of the so many children. There were about 3 or 4 brothers, one daughter. Corina was the only daughter, I think. And this Annette Pereira was a teacher, no? So she taught what her mother, Corina's mother. I will keep up with Miss Annette Pereira, and she will educate her, and her work also will be done. Both the things she thought would happen like that. But it didn't happen that way. She was troubling Corina also. And that is the time as I was growing about 6 to 7. I think I was 8 or 9 months old. 8 or 9 months, 9 years old, not months, 9 years old. That time Corina was telling me that I was brought from a Divine Providence convent. She's not my mother. She's not your mama. Every night and why you go and catch a skirt and you roam wherever she's going? Why you love her so much? She's not your mother. Don't give that love to her. Tomorrow she'll trouble you the same way she's troubling me. This is what Corina told me. And then I was small at that time. I didn't understand properly. I was all worried. So one day I asked her, I said, Mama, you're not my mama. She said, who told you all this? I said, no, Corina was telling. Then they beat up Corina very badly with a belt and they even made her naked. That much they beat her up. And then after one day her son saw her all that like that. And then he used to start interfering with her. And then the days passed, and afterwards, just because the sisters were coming and seeing me every 6 months, they're supposed to come and do inspection. When I was, I forgot to tell you all, sorry. When I was brought from the Divine Providence Convent, after 4 to 6 months, they came and they came for a visit to see how I was kept. And I was kept in some very dirty with one maid. That maid only, Corina, who told me my stepmother's story, how she troubled her. And then as the sisters came, and then this one was teaching the presentation, the SSC students. And my father used to go to the shop. He had a Portugal shop. All Portugal things he used to sell. Bikes, Portugal bikes. And then all fans, all kitchen gadgets. all little kind things is to sell. So he used to be busy with his work, business work, and she used to be in the school teaching the SSC students. So it used to take time for her to come back home and all. So the sisters waited till she came. And when she came back home, they were shocked. She was shocked to see them. She didn't expect them to come like all of a sudden to the house and come to for a visit. So she was asking the sisters, "Why you come? What happened? What's the problem?" So they told, "We are come to see the child. It is our duty. It's our responsibility every 6 months to whichever child we give like that to any home to come and visit the house and see how the child is kept. The child is not kept properly, Mr. Ennett. How are you keeping the child? The maid is not taking good care of her. And who's that boy? This before she coming, they asked the maid, who was that boy? Melvin Pereira. He was studying that time. So then they said, this is Madam's son. So they got shocked. They said she told me she doesn't have children, husband beating her, no children. They said to pitiness we gave her. So which house we have put this child in now? I think we better take her back. So then all the discussions happened before she coming from the school at home. She asked from the maid and all that day discussion was going on. So they waited till she came. Then she came home. Then they didn't want to keep me with her. They did a lot of things to take me back. But this one was educated, LLB, lots of influence she had with the police. She put money in the pocket, in the police pocket, and the police listened to her and told the sisters, "You all don't come here anymore because she's already registered in Ennett Pereira's name. So she becomes her child. Before giving, you should have first come and sit the house." This is what the police told the sisters. So then they said, "Isa, of course we will come. You cannot say like that to us. The child is from our convent." And this lady has lied a lot. So they waited. Then the husband came. My stepfather came, Manuel Philip Pereira. He came. He asking, "Who are the sisters?" So Ennett Pereira saying, "No, from the orphan age I brought this good child." So the sisters asking my stepfather Manuel Philip Pereira, "Who is this girl? You were troubling your wife and now you didn't have children." "No, we have a son. You have already seen him. We have a son. I was never troubling my wife. But we were always deciding on when we were alone and now deciding to have another child. If we can't have to adopt another child because she was not getting pregnant again." This is what my stepfather Manuel Philip Pereira told the sisters, my sisters, Divine Providence Convent sisters. And then a lot of problem happened, a lot of fights happened, a lot of this, and then they went. I'll get on a coming video. I'm going to speak to you on a coming video. Sorry.